Welcome back for part 3, chapter 3, drop 2 voicings explained. So before we get into the drop 2 section, the exercise, I have a little part in here to explain, how that process works, what is a drop 2, things like that. So if you look at page 32, 2-hand common voicings, everything else is 1 hand, and parentheses, how to make a drop 2 voicing. So if you take one of the voicings that we have, a version 1 or a version 2, if you look at the left side, it says which voicing I'm using. So I'm going to use a version 1 of G major. And very simple. The first thing I do is I add the root note. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the second note from the top, second voice from the top, is drop down an octave. Put it in the left hand. Seems to fit better that way. And that's your G major 9 drop 2 voicing. So let's do the same thing to a version 2. So if this is G major version 2 voicing, which you should know, if you have any hesitations with placing a version 2 voicing versus a version 1, then I encourage you to also move up the keys in these, so you version 1, that's the version 2. So version 2, G major 9 voicing, very simple. Same thing's going to happen. I'm going to put this the G down an octave, and then I'm going to take the B, which is the second voice from the top, and I'm going to drop it down an octave as well. And then nice clean voicing. We do the same thing to the minor 9 chords. Drop the F, G, version 2, minor 9, that second note from the top goes down. This doesn't work on every single type of voicing, but it definitely works on a version 1 voicing or a version 2 voicing. So here we go with your dominant. Second from the top goes down an octave. I'm just putting the bass in there so you can hear the sound. Same thing here. Second from the top, which is your B, down an octave. There we are. And then same thing with your half diminished voicing. Second from the top, down an octave. Yeah, there it is. And I'm taking it out. I'm not leaving it in. Second voicing from the top, down an octave. It leaves my right hand. There you go. So that's page 32 and page 33. So if you read through those, then you get a chance on page 34 to apply them in a 2-5-1 situation. You can see what happens. If you look under the staff, it says version 1, version 2, version 1. What that is referring to is the first voicing in the 2-5-1 is a version 1 voicing. This second voicing is the version 2 voicing of the D dominant. And then I go back to a version 1 with the G major. See how that works? So version 1. So if I your first chord, I'm going to drop 2 this voicing, drop the second note here. That's why it's a version 1, because it starts on the 3rd. And then we're going to do this voicing. We'll take the second note from the top. This is a version 2 D dominant voicing. Take it out of the right hand, put it in the left, and finally version 1. Now you do a version 2, version 1, version 2. Now I'm going to do a half diminished. This is line 3. Right? In this case we're doing a G minor 6-9, so I'm going to drop the 6 down rather than the 7th. So last line. And that's the introduction. So hopefully you enjoyed that short video. Like I said, if you're just getting introduced to these videos now, is this your first time seeing this, and you want to see more, I have a video that correlates with every chapter on my Patreon page. Please go ahead and subscribe. You can also subscribe to my YouTube videos where I often put videos up that have been on my Patreon page that I release later on. So the next page is 37, and that's drop 2 voicings exercise. Drop 2 voicing exercise. I'll be getting into that next week. You should be getting videos every week on a new chapter. So looking forward to really knocking this out in the next month or the next couple of months. Thank you all for sticking around and helping me build this. And if you have any suggestions or any corrections, send them my way. And if you have any videos of yourself playing along with these books, also send them my way. And if you want me to post anything, send it my way. Have a good one, and I'll talk to you soon.